Okay guys, hope you're ready for part 2 of this tutorial, Great Pretender by Slash and Myles and the Conspirators. Don't forget we're in E flat tuning, and if you've missed the first video where I showed you the intro riff, click subscribe, go and check out my other videos and you'll find it. Don't forget, if you want the full tab and the backing tracks, guitarist or bass player backing tracks, you can head over to my Patreon as well. I do have a head, I just can't be bothered to change the camera angle. So we're going to start with a D minor chord in open position. So that's the first fret of the E, third fret of the B, second fret of the G, and then the open D string. Okay, so you're going to strum from the D to the E. Then we're going to play the high E string by itself, and then the open E, so we're going to take that first finger off. Then you're going to hit the B string, fret 3, and then the G string, fret 2, which is where your fingers already are. Last thing we're going to do is slide up to the 4th fret of the G. Okay. From there we're going to put on a G major chord. First finger is going to bar flat across the 3rd fret of the E and the B. Your second finger stays on the 4 where we slid to, and the 3rd finger is going down on the 5th fret of the D. It's basically like taking a G major chord but just doing the top part of it. So we've gone this shape and we're going to go E, B, G, D. Nice and simple. Picking down the strings in order. Now we're going to take a C major shape. Okay. We're going to strum down on that. Then we're going to slide up to the 3rd fret of the B, okay, from here, for this little hammer-on pull-off. So your first finger is already on the right string. Comes up to the 3rd fret, and we're going to hammer the 3rd finger to the 5, and then pull it off, and then hit the 5 on the G. That rhythm. From there we're going to go to an F chord. So that G shape I just showed you, when we did that, just slide it back 2 frets, if you don't know that shape already. So that was G, this is F. So again, you're going to strum down, and then we've got this. So it's like what we did on the D minor. We play the high E string, index finger comes off, so we've got the open E. Then we put our 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the B, and then we hit that G string, second finger's already there. Slide up to the 4 again on the G. What I do here is I add my index finger to the 3rd fret of the B and I leave that second finger on, hit the open E, and then kind of catch the B and the G. So from the F, okay, then we go to an E major, full strum, and then we're going to add the 4th finger onto the 3rd fret of the B. Okay, this makes it an E7. But we only add that on after we've strummed, and then we're going to pick 4 strings, high to low. Then you're going to drop to an A minor, so that's the same shape as the E, but we just move everything up a string. And we're going to pick A through to B. I like to go down, 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 up, because then my pick's coming back to where I want to go next. Next chord, take your second finger, just put it on the A string, so a string below. Take the third finger off. It's like a C/B in the bass. Same picking pattern. And then to a C, which you should know already. So we had A minor. Take the third and the second fingers, these two, hop them to the D and the G, and you're going to strum the D, G and B, those three strings. It's the F major triad. And then put your second finger on the D string and leave the open G now. It's like a short version of a C without the bass note. That kind of concludes how the verse spins around. So you've got this nice little run. Then you'd go back to the start. I'll play it through now and then I'll explain what it does the second time. So if this was the second repeat. You just stop on that F the second time, you don't descend down to that C. But yeah, that's the verse. Have fun with it.